Hi Virgo, and welcome to your weekly reading. I'm so happy to have you here. Cross watchers, welcome. Virgo, know that I could be talking to you or someone in your energy, so take the reading as it resonates. But what I'm seeing here for you this week is that you are putting a burden down. You're putting a relationship down that you may have carried for a very long time. And it feels so liberating to be able to release this, to let go of this. And you didn't realize how much this was weighing you down until you let it go, and then your heart feels so free. I feel like you may have felt tethered to this person and this situation for a long time, and it was really difficult because it was like a battle to stand your ground in this relationship. I feel like you were dealing with someone who was very controlling of you, and all the people that were connected to this person as well. I feel like it was a burden. It was a burden. Maybe their family was a burden, maybe their friends or something like this. There were people who, the Three of Pentacles coming out in reverse, toxic people who do toxic things, gossiping and stuff like this. So this person was very controlling, and you were dealing with toxic flying monkeys that surround them, and it just got too much. The whole situation got too much, and you felt stuck to it for a long time. But I feel like an ending has happened here, and you're actually feeling so grateful to not be a part of this battle anymore, and grateful that the wounding that you've experienced can finally heal now, because you're no longer attached to this energy. You're no longer bound to the situation. I have to sneeze. Sneezing actually is a need to release negativity, so that's great. You're releasing a lot of negativity at this time as you are detaching from this situation, this drama, this person, and their control, and whatever it is that they did here to you. I feel like your guides are inviting you to be bolder in your life and to move forward more confidently. I feel like you may question your steps and question what it is that you're doing, especially if you were with someone who was very controlling, who always made all the decisions, who always told you what to do. It can be really difficult to all of a sudden start making decisions for yourself. All of a sudden, so what does everybody else think? I don't know how to make decisions because they always made all the decisions. Your guides are saying live a bold life and be fearless, and know that you're doing great, and you can be the captain of your own ship, and you don't need this person. Releasing yourself from this toxicity may have required a lot of work, but it was kind of like they taught this to me at the shelter. When you leave a toxic relationship, it's going to be work, but it's also going to be work to stay. And you need to choose which difficult path you want to take, because they're both difficult, and I can see that you were putting a lot of effort into making this relationship work. You had a lot of love for this person. A lot of care was being put into this. But at the same time, there was something so toxic about it that needed to be, you felt like you were in a prison. And I feel like because this person may have been abusive, this person may have been very cruel and egotistical, and because of that you were stuck in this prison. Like, they wouldn't work with you, they wanted you to do the work by yourself. And I think that there was a really big explosion, breakup of some kind, and they left, or they broke up with you or something like this. And there's like this bully energy is what I'm seeing here. And I feel like someone is feeling very anxious about how they behaved in this situation. They're wanting to I don't know. I don't know why my guides want me to share this quote, but it says, "Can I ask you a question, hypothetical? How would you feel if you never saw them again? Would you miss them? Because if the answer is yes, then leave your ego at the door and call that person, because tomorrow is never promised and they could wake up and walk out the door and never come back." I feel like if you asked yourself if you miss this person, the answer might be no, because they put you through so much hell. And you were you were being controlled all the time. You were being bullied all the time. They caused a lot of anxiety, and they were toxic. And they kept you in a prison. Like, you couldn't, make your own decisions. You couldn't think your own thoughts. You couldn't have your own opinion without getting in trouble. And I feel like I'm saying, this burden that you've put down feels so liberating, because you didn't realize how heavy the control this person had over you, how heavy it was to, just make it through this connection with this person. And the lyrics that my guides want me to share come from Last Kiss by Pearl Jam, and they go like this. Oh, where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. She's gone to heaven, so I gotta be good so I can see my baby when I leave this world. Yeah, I feel like you're the one who walked away and you never want to come back to this person because of how they treated you. And now this person's sad that you're gone, because you're never coming back, because their ego was so big, and they were not able to leave their ego at the door. They were not able to apologize. They were not able to make things right. And so they just let you go. And I don't know if they were expecting you to come back or what, but I don't see you coming back. And I actually see you feeling very liberated and happy to be released from this relationship. And yeah, your guides are inviting you to live boldly and fearlessly. And now that you're free, you can make the choices that you want to make for your own life. And you have the right to do that. You are free to do that. And I know that it can be really difficult to, when I bought my first car, post this situation, I was so nervous, I was like, oh, is this going to be a good choice? I was so nervous to make a decision of my own. And but it can be so liberating too, so healing. So lean into what you fear and discover healing on this journey by doing so. And the oracle card that my guides want me to share with you is a blessing in relationship. A current relationship is reflecting something that is wounded inside of you, a wound from long ago, perhaps even from a past life. Look within, find the part of you that is wounded, and send it love. All will heal, and you will be stronger and wiser for it. And I feel like self-trust is being highlighted as a wound in this reading. And also knowing your worth is being highlighted as a wound in this reading. Because if we know our worth, we don't stick around in toxic relationships like this for too long. And but it could be something else that is asking to be healed at this time, and you would know best about that. So that's the message for you this week, Virgo. I hope this was helpful for you, and we'll talk to you next time.